We call it alfajor. It's the name of the biscuit, yeah. Alfajor. It's with, yeah, you like it. Aquí estamos en la Nación 104.9 Más Música con un artista que nos está visitando en esta nueva edición, la número 10 del Lollapalooza en Argentina con Teddy Swims. Es un honor impresionante tenerlo aquí con nosotros. Teddy, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man.
Welcome to Argentina. How are you?
I'm doing terrific, man. Thanks for having me.
And what are your expectations about the show tonight? About
I've heard Argentina is quite the party crowd. So, I'm ready. I know these people get a little wild, so I'm excited for having a good time.
I wonder how is your day? For example, today. Now you do the sound check, came to the hotel, you take a nap, you eat. What do you do the day of the show? I wonder.
I'm gonna go hit the sauna, sweat some of the booze out, so I can make room for more.
I would like to congratulate you for your Grammy nomination. And how was that experience being with all those important musicians and you as a new artist?
It's an honor, truly. It's such an honor, and quite nerve-wracking as well, to play some music in front of, people that you maybe look up to but are now your peers is quite a beautiful thing.
Okay. And here, is this your first Lollapalooza?
We did one in Chicago, so it was our first one here, yeah. Our first time ever in South America, too.
In South America. And when was that in Chicago? Last year?
Yeah, last year.
Okay. How was it?
That was awesome. Yeah, Chicago rules. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Can we say, Teddy, that this new album is sort of more optimistic than part one?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that was the plan, is that I was kind of coming out of a heartbreak in the first one. And I think I've done a lot of healing and tried therapy and, I have a kid on the way and a bunch of good things are coming around. And so I think it's much more optimistic. I'm in a really good place.
Okay. And now you're going to be a dad.
Yeah.
And how are you feeling about that?
So excited, man. I couldn't be more happy.
And I wonder, for instance, how do you project your touring, your recording when being a dad? How is that in your radar?
Just trying to keep the balance. Try to make sure I'm every bit of the father I need to be and every bit of the artist I need to be still too. And I think we'll learn the balance as we go. That's how you really can do. Try to prepare as much as possible, but I don't think you can ever really be ready for a baby. So.
Yes. It would be a wonderful experience for you. Let me tell you. Let's talk about those covers that you make when you started your career. I wonder why you choose Rock With You to be the first one. Is there a something special with that song?
Yeah, well, we did it June 25th of 2019. It was 10 years after Michael Jackson had passed. So I didn't really intend on doing covers originally. It was just, I wanted to do that one to, pay homage to Michael Jackson's life, and how much he inspired me. And then that did really well. And so we kept on doing covers after that, but we never had really intended on doing it before.
And that album, because you weren't born when.
Yeah, that's one of the best albums ever, man.
And which is the link? Your father, your family. How did you get to know that album?
My father loves Michael Jackson, man. He tells me about time he went to go see him in the 80s too. He got to see him live, and he loved Michael Jackson.
And your daddy have been very special in your...
Yeah, and the best. And he's really he gave me an opportunity and always allowed me to pursue my my dreams. And I think he's the one that told me to drop out of college and pursue music. So I owe him everything.
Mm-hmm. Talking about Lose Control, that's a huge hit all around the world. And believe me, it's a song that in our radio station, it goes very well with the classics. When we put Lose Control and then we put, for instance, Private Dancer from Tina Turner or something from Al Green,
yeah,
it just fits perfectly. You know what I mean?
Good. I hope so. That's the kind of music I grew up on. So I think there's a lot of influence in that. We just try to modernize that feeling.
Yeah, that's what I am trying to say. Is because you have a link with that special soul sound, rhythm and blues, but there's something modern in your sound. Do you feel it like that?
Yeah, that's the plan anyway. You know, I have so much influence in that, but I got so many modern influences as well. And, you know, I'm making music in the modern time and talking about modern issues. And I think I think there's a juxtaposition, I guess.
Yes.
That it seems to be working.
And when you were recording Lose Control, did you feel at the studio you have something special?
Yeah, we knew it. We knew we had something really amazing. And I was like, God, well, this is it. This is going to change our lives. And you know, and we knew it, you know, and it definitely did. I didn't know it was going to be this big, you know. It's still like growing and exploding, and it's just like been 2 years that it's been out. Yeah, it's so wild to see how big it's still going.
Do you ever just say a stop and realize how powerful and emotional is your voice? Do you really realize about that? Do you think about that?
I try my best to keep it. I try my best to mean what I say and be as emotionally honest and vulnerable as possible. So I hope that it comes across that way. You know, I really try my best to be emotional and vulnerable in my voice and my lyrics and my.
Yeah, because it seems like you sing from.
Yes,
not with your throat or your vocal cords, with your. There's a spirit. There's something that you have something there. Yeah, really.
I hope, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And what about the Argentinian connection? How did you get to know Tiago? Tiago PZPK is a huge artist here.
Yeah, I had found him, and my manager had showed me some music from him, and you know, I'd wanted him to do The Door, my song, with me, and you know, he of course hit me up about doing Sometimes, and we had did the music video together, and have really just become like the closest friends, man. He's the nicest, sweetest, most wonderful person, man. We just the other day got to go and you know, to the park and sing, and
it was extraordinary.
It was so cool, man. And we went back to his place, you know, his house, and I met all of his friends, and they were freestyling, and it was just so powerful. He's so talented. Every day I just see how much more nice of a human being and how talented he truly is. And there's just layers and layers of how incredible of a person that man is. And, you know, watching him with his mom and his grandma and how sweet he is. He loves his family, and he's just a really good kid.
Mm-hmm. And do you think there's something in the future to do something together again?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Anytime he wants to, man. That's my buddy. I love him so much. I would do an album with him. You know.
Up to now, there's The Door and Sometimes.
Yeah.
Up to now, but.
Oh, we got the rest of our lives together.
Teddy, which were your main influences when you listen to music? I mean, when you were Teddy Swims as a teenager, what kind of music did you listen at home or you know, with your friends?
Of course, I listened to a lot of you know, I listened to a lot of R&B and soul music, but there's also a lot of rock and roll music. You know, I first came up like in metal bands and was like going to Warped Tour and seeing like you know, a lot of rock bands as well. So those
glam rock bands.
Yeah, like we got a lot of glam rock bands, a lot of metalcore bands, like a lot of hardcore stuff, and just everything. You know, being in Atlanta was a really good melting pot for culture. So I grew up on some of the best R&B and some of the best rock music and some of the best country music and soul music, and you know, I'm very lucky to be.
That's a point, because you sound so versatile. It seems you could do good soul music, country music, pop, rock.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. That's, you know, but I listen to a lot of that stuff. But I feel like home in all those places, and I try to just make the best song it is, because I think sometimes we get so oh, this is too country, or this is too rock and roll. We talk ourselves out of making something good because we don't want to go too far this way. And I just lean in. If it feels good, it's good, you know?
For instance, right now, we feel here in Argentina that country music has an extreme relevance. For instance, Beyoncé with his new album, country album. Ringo Starr, his new album is a country album. So what we feel here, because Argentinian is not so into much country music, it's very American or from USA, But those, for example, Chaperone has a new single.
Yeah,
The Giver, she's country. She's doing country now.
it's really, I think it's really getting worldwide now, which I think is beautiful. You know, there's so much good storytelling and so much good core, you know, inside of country music, and I think people are starting to see it and hear it, you know, and there's nothing like a good story, and I think, you know, country music always there's so much soul and feeling inside of a country song, and I think it's really getting out into the world.
That yes, and do you have a special country artist you put above of them all?
I might would have to say like maybe George Strait. I loved George Strait when I was a kid, but right now I would say the best in the world is my dog Thomas Rhett. He's like, you know, we've done a bunch of stuff together. He's one of my dearest, bestest friends, and Thomas Rett's the go, man.
I would like to do with you a little game.
Okay.
Is you have to choose between two singers. Like, who do you love most, Daddy or Mommy?
Okay.
Joe Cocker or Rod Stewart?
Oh, that's so tough. I might have to say Joe Cocker, maybe. I think so.
Joe Cocker or Al Green?
Al Green all day.
Al Green or Adele?
Al Green.
Al Green or Willie Nelson?
Al Green.
Al Green or Amy Winehouse?
Al Green.
Al Green or Dolly Parton?
Al Green.
Al Green or Shania Twain?
Oh, that's tough.
Say it.
Al Green is. I know Al Green is.
Okay. Al Green or Bruce Springsteen?
Bruce is dope too. I'm gonna say Al Green again. Yeah.
Okay. Al Green or Tina Turner?
Oh, Al Green's got it
Okay.
still, man.
Now it comes the difficult.
Okay.
Okay. Al Green or Marvin Gaye?
I don't know, dude. I think I might have to. I think Al Green has had his enough glorification out of me. I'm gonna go to Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Okay. Marvin Gaye or Michael Jackson?
Shit.
Only two more.
I don't know if people are gonna come for me though. They're really gonna hurt. They're gonna try to get me. Marvin, let's go.
Okay. Marvin Gaye or Freddie Mercury?
Freddie. No, I don't know. Let's say Marvin.
Okay.
Marvin.
And this is the last one.
Okay.
I promise. This is the last one. And maybe the toughest. Marvin Gaye or Stevie Wonder?
Stevie's got it, bro. Stevie's the one.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Thank you, Teddy.
Thank you.
We would like to offer you something. It's a traditional. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a traditional biscuit.
Okay.
Here, we call it alfajor. It's not a trademark. It's not it's the name of the biscuit. Yeah, alfajor. It's with you like it. It's with a caramel spread. Yeah. Okay. So you have a box there for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A whole box.
Yes, a whole box for you.
Thanks, man. That's really damn good.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, señoras y señores, Teddy Swims en la Nación 104.9 Más Música.